first thing we're going to do is test the Everdrive with the Genesis. And of course, we have the 32X in with it. And that's because you could play the 32X and Genesis games on the unit. So we don't need to take it apart. We can just leave it as is. Of course, you see I got the Genesis one, so I got the converter cable over there. Little known trick, if you take the crossover cable out and instead replace this with the AV cord, you have basically a makeshift AV cable for the Genesis one. Little known fact, thought I might tell you guys that. Anyway, we're going to start off with some Genesis games first. Pop this bad boy in. Now, I know you're saying, how are you going to get the gameplay on the camcorder? Well, that's because that's where the magic of a DVD recorder comes in. So, by the magic of DVD recording and video, when I flip the switch, you will see gameplay footage as clear as day. Power on! Alright, we are at the main menu of the Everdrive. And of course, this is Pulseman. I noticed something in screwing with this thing. To play region-free games like this, you need to play it with the actual Genesis. You cannot play it with the 32X. So you gotta get that developed for use only on this and that. So, of course, options real quick, change a few things. Start the game. Now, if you had the actual card, it would not play on this American system, because it's got a region lock on it. Yes, I know I should get the translation patch. Start this level.
Okay. Stage 1.
Nice voice in a Genesis, huh? Nice to hear crystal clear voice, almost crystal clear. Best way I could describe Pulseman. Ooh, that's not good. Best way to describe Pulseman is it's basically a Mega Man clone. Don't mind my crappy gameplay. Sometimes this thing goes ahead than what it should. The buttons are sometimes delayed. So I gotta compensate for my shortcomings. Now the reason Pulseman started up right away is that's the last game I played. If you'll flash a game, you can play it automatically. Like say if you turn off later and want to replay the same game you played before, you don't have to reflash it again, you just press play game. I'm probably gonna die here pretty soon. I am better, trust me. Alright, let's reset for another game. That's right, I forgot. You have to actually turn off the system. If you press reset, it goes to the game menu. Redo this bad boy. Now I'm going to show you select game. Look how I have everything. It's nice and neat. And I'm going to give another perfect example. Yes, I got the different BIOS on here so I can switch them at will. Let's see, what's a good game I could show you? Oh, here's one. Prototype to Sonic the Hedgehog 2. That's another thing, you can play prototypes on here. This will also show you the flashing method. 1024, that means the 1 megabyte flash cart. Don't mind my voice. It's a little you know, phlegmy in a way. Okay. You're gonna watch this and probably wonder why this level never made it. Looks like the Marble Hill Zone, don't it? Or it could be in the game. I never really beat Sonic 2, so I really can't tell you. I should find that Nick Arcade prototype. Anybody remember that? It had different music and everything. This level's cool though. I mean, if it is in the game, I apologize, but I just don't remember it. I'm sure once I start playing it again, I will. If it is. Ping. And level over. Now let's start another game. Select game. But before we do, let's go to Toolbox for a minute. You can save and load your SRAM. Basically, if you have SRAM on the cart, I think it automatically saves that. I'm not sure. But you can also say if you have a saved SRAM state in emulator, you want to import it, you can. Device info. Of course, it's FAT16. I don't have it plugged into the CD-ROM, so it says no. It actually automatically detects your console region. And we're going to go back. I don't know what speed test is, and I'm not about to find out. If you buy it from Kriz or anywhere else, you have to format the SD first. This is where you'd go. Format the SD, start it, blah, 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 blah. It formats it. Update OS, you can do that too. Now, you'd probably have to send away for the firmware to get updated, and the firmware is the actual board itself. You can update the OS yourself. If it comes down the line, I'll make a video showing how to do that. About, I had it from Stone Age Gamer, so it's going to show up as such. Assembly date 7/8/2011, so it's as current as you can get. Stone Age Gamer, and it's not. I hope this is not like off center, because I gotta add. I'm doing this on my MP3 player. I'm capturing it with the DVD, and I gotta combine the two later on. Now here's another favorite. Because I'm just gonna try to play a favorite too. Now, Forgotten Worlds, I haven't gotten it to work yet, and I guess that's because of the glitch with the original controller. That only works with the red labeled Sega controllers. It won't even boot up for me. Because I know you guys are going to probably ask about that. I got to see if I can get my hands on one of those original Sega controllers, and then I'll better tell you guys. So I only have 15 minutes to work with here on YouTube. Classic game. Yes, I'm playing it easy. This is a demonstration. I don't want to stress myself too much. Which is why I'm just pressing the first level. Oh, it's the Master System controller. It's like the Master System DNC. Yeah, I'm beating the bad guys. Kicking ass. I'm doing pretty good. I was doing pretty good. I guess I'm in Ninja Gaiden mode. I was playing that this morning. brother. There we go. And defeated. Alright, let's play another game. Now here's another benefit. You can play games that were never released here that you don't even know exist. And one such is Duke Nukem for the Genesis. Yes, Duke Nukem for the Genesis. This is not an April Fool's joke. This is the real deal. Got about 4 minutes left. I hope I can show this. For the bigger carts, it does take a little longer. For example, Super Street Fighter 2 is, I think, the biggest, and that's 5 megs. But it will work. It's not too bad, you know. I've seen worse. Anybody that has a Game Boy Advance flash card will tell you the same thing. You want to talk about long loading times? That is long. Or better yet, anybody that's ever owned a Neo Geo CD. Yeah, I've owned one. I had got rid of it. I know you're saying what's wrong with you, but I just couldn't handle the long load times. I get better load times playing the original discs on my Dreamcast with the boot disc. Tech Toys, of course, a Brazilian company. I doubt 3D Realms have anything to do with this game. Oh, warning, adult content. Maybe we shouldn't be playing, well, whatever. This ain't Duke Nukem. I remember this stage. You know how I know how I recognize Duke Nukem? Damn. Okay, so it's Seed of Fire. Wow, this game is really horrible. Woo! I played choppy games. I mean, I played Duke Nukem 3D on the Gamecom, and it wasn't as bad as this. Let's get out of here. Let's do a final game. And of course, it's the one that a lot of... And of course, it's the one... It's not Street Fighter, but it's something just as good. Virtua Fighter 2. You know what I'm thinking? I'll probably split this into 2 parts. You know, each gameplay video. There's so much to show. Yeah, that's most likely what I'm gonna do. But I'll do this as one thing and then I'll cut it in the middle. See, this is the inside stuff. You're getting the inside stuff. So that's what separates me from everybody else. You see how this is made. We're probably gonna cut into the second part after we do this game.